I'm Luke and I'm the creative director here, so I lead the design team and I've been here for about 8 years now. I graduated with a graphic design degree from Bournemouth in about 2006. And then my first job was at a really big branding agency. I was there for a couple of years and then I got made redundant during the recession. And then after that I went to sort of progressively smaller agencies and freelance around town till I ended up at Ragged Edge when there was just 4 of us. And I really liked being in a smaller agency because you had more autonomy and we were like at the business end of like doing really interesting projects. I think we really look for what makes a brand different and why it's good. Sometimes it's easy because we found ourselves working with a lot of companies that are generally trying to make the world a better place. And so finding that substance and integrity sort of comes really naturally. But then, even for Grey Goose, who are selling vodka, like their story's all about integrity, it's all about quality. And so it's different for every project, obviously. Every project has its own challenges, but at the same time, our process and our ways of finding that substance is really, really similar. Like we're just looking for the truths and their point of difference. To get that sort of integrated approach and that seamless brand experience, we've built a team of like a real mixed team of people with a lot of different skills. So we really love IDEO's principle of having T-shaped people. So people who have a broad knowledge of something but then a passion or a specialism that makes them stand out. So all of our branding designers have something that makes them stand out, so whether it's 3D, specialists in digital design, motion, typography, that sort of thing. And we use all those different skills to make sure everything works in every situation. So like we've worked in like every area of design, I think, like from the digital stuff to 3D spaces to products to film, and it just means we've got quite a lot of experience with making the brand work in the real world and knowing what it takes to build a coherent brand that works everywhere it shows up. Learning new skills just happens quite naturally over the course of a project, and depending on the project, we're always looking for the best way to do something, and there's always a better way to do anything that comes along. And I think that's something that is really inherent in Ragged Edge's nature, is just sort of figuring it out and making something happen. So Sam's point about learning After Effects is a really good one. Like we needed to make a film, so Sam learned how to use After Effects, which I think is a great example. I think we've got a really good team ethic here, a real good team spirit. Everyone's sort of really collaborative and naturally really supportive. And when we're reviewing work over the course of a project, everything just goes up on the wall. Everyone's invited to join in, whether it's your project or not, and we all just talk through the work. And I think it's only ever about the work, and good ideas can come from anywhere. And I think it can be challenging sometimes when the pressure's on, the time's tight. It's kind of easy to revert to getting headphones on, getting your head down and just sort of doing it on your own. But I think when it's going well, we like to mix things up and make sure everyone works on every part of a project, so it's not like anyone working in silos, it's always everyone working together and sort of creating that real sense of a team job.